What's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here. We are in Warframe. Got lots of content I'm working on. I'm starting to feel a little better today. So expect a lot of stuff over the weekend. Like I promised, I got these Dragon Nikana stuff I want to get out. I got the Ankros Prime I want to get out. Try to work on some Spectre stuff if I can. Lots of stuff, lots of stuff. I'm feeling better now, so yeah. Anyway, okay, so this video is not a build video in any way. This is the Dragon Nikana new build that I've just put together using Decisive Judgment. Before I didn't like Decisive Judgment, so I've just tried out a different setup on this, and we're going to run this in a Capture 2 alert just to try it out. I think I've nailed down my my other build with the Tranquil Cleave. Okay, you saw that recently in the defense run that I did the other day. I've done a couple more runs since then with that build, and I do like it. I'm going to leave it the way that build is set up. So I will be working on the Tranquil Cleave build. This one right here with the Decisive Judgment. I'm working on it now. Obviously, this is my testing video to see what I still need to change. Ouch. So Decisive Judgment, just so that you know, is a two-handed killing, more or less, versus the Tranquil Cleave, which is more hack and slash, single-handed attacks. It seems much quicker than the Decisive Judgment is much slower because of obviously two-handed swings. However, notably, the Decisive Judgment, from what I can see, notably does take out several enemies at one time. And of course here we got to carry the Brack because got to kill those shield things in the air, whatever they were called. I can't remember right at the exact moment, but that's okay. You guys can laugh at me for not remembering what it is. Feel free. Say ha 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 ha. Anyway. Okay, so in this one I'm just trying out, you know, different stuff for Decisive Judgment. I think I do see something I still need on this. I've got to rework the build just a tiny bit. I actually did not put a Fury, and I did not put a Berserker on here, neither attack speed mods. And that I think needs to change. There needs to be some kind of attack speed on here to make this a little bit more enticing, or a little bit better. Feel a little better. I don't know how you want to call it. So I'm going to rework that in there. Now with this one, I can tell you there is absolutely no elemental on here at all. I'm straight damage mods, critical mods, status mods, that type of stuff on here. Alright, you can see I'm getting lots of crit. I'm not using any efficiencies, any energy channeling, any of that stuff. Like I said before, I don't think this thing needs it. It is such a powerful base damage that it can do most anything base damage wise. So we're just trying out some new different ways of doing this. What I am going to most likely do is put up two separate videos, use a V instead of a B, two separate videos, one using Decisive Judgment and one using Tranquil Cleave, because the builds, while they're not significantly different, they are different. And I don't want to get anyone confused on one video, you know, what am I doing with this versus that type of thing. I'd rather not confuse everybody, and I'd rather not make a 30-minute video just to try to find the specific setup that you want. So I expect I'll have two of these out this weekend, and then we'll work on the Ankros. Now the thing is, guys, with the Ankros, I am not a huge fist player, so it took me a little while to put something together on that. Something that I felt like was good enough, and something that I enjoy, something that I'm actually could say, hey, this is actually pretty decent. So that's why it's just taking me that long on that one. Oh, nowhere there. Hello. Goodbye. So I'm back to using Hydroid here right now. Zephyr's pretty good with melee stuff. Hydroid I think is really good with the melee stuff, the way I've set them. I know I haven't done build videos on these things lately, the frames themselves. I've got to work on those as well. Feel free to ask me questions anytime. Good news is that this thing releasing this video here, we know that you PlayStation guys have gotten update 13 finally, so you got Melee 13, or Melee 13, yeah, Melee 2.0. So feel free to ask questions anytime as well. I've got a overview video on Melee 2.0 that I did a couple weeks back. It is on in the update 13 playlist. Feel free to check that out. It talks all about the Melee 2.0 stuff and several other things. Also, you can start looking at some of the other builds that I have, the Melee 2.0 builds, to try to understand more about everything if you haven't seen any of it. Each of the videos I have done so far, I've tried to talk about each of the parts of Melee 2.0 and why I'm doing it in certain aspects, certain ways to do things. Alright, let's not be stupid here. Let's just throw some tentacles. You probably tell I'm doing a little better because I'm actually thinking about what I'm doing today. It's been a rough week. Been sick on and off. Busy at work. It's been hell. Mostly the sick part. I'm still not 100%, but we're getting through it. At least I can look at Warframe and not have a huge headache that makes me want to barf everywhere. I don't know how else to put that. Between my allergies and just not, yeah, it's just, you know, it's the time of year. The weather suddenly changed around here. It's awful hot, awful hot. We had mid-90s this week, which for May is actually pretty high. It's usually like 70s, 80s, so I'm not looking forward to the summer. But there we go. I do like this Decisive Judgment. I mean, when it's a two-handed, it does pack a punch, a wallop, if you will. When it does its hits, it's just slower. So it is definitely needing. Nothing like a slow animation there because I'm on ice, right? Definitely needing something to speed it up because it's two-handed. But like I said, what I really like about it is it does seem to do multi-hits, multi-targets, whatever, if you will. And these slashes that it does do are just so much heavier as a result of it being two-handed. So I think I'm starting to like it. I don't know. I think it'd be more of a mood thing as to whether, you know, I go in with a Tranquil Cleave, which is one-handed faster. Ooh, that was nice. Nice jumps. That's one of those moves on it. Or whether you go in with the Decisive Judgment, the two-handed, which seems to be harder hits, but obviously slower. And then the other thing, of course, I wanted to take it into the voids here, just to see how it works against, you know, the corrupted, the corpus, the Grineer, that type of stuff. Because we all know, I mean, it's a huge slash weapon, right? So against the the infested, we know that it's real effective, as is with most of these weapons. And they do present a challenge, the infested, but not as much as like the corrupted or the corpus, Grineer. I just like doing the voids because you get all the factions in here more or less, so you really get to push your limits and see how these things work. And honestly, you can't even. I mean, it's almost the way these voids are set up and the way they've done it, which is really good. Even tier 1s are pretty easy to work with, right? But they're still more challenging than the regular. So it's always good. 2s, 3s, they're all challenging in here in the void. That's what makes the void so much fun. Not liking this. Real slow right there. Definitely need some kind of a speed Fury or Berserker on here. I will probably swap in Berserker, take something out, and try it and see. I could say that my Tranquil Cleave build is going to be... The stats will probably have it looking much deeper or much stronger in terms of damage. This one may not look as strong, but you'll understand where it plays a role when we get it. Just gotta get that. Let's just not be stupid again. There we go. Nice. Nice, nice. Still kill them before they're dead with my own. You, come here. Ow. He's still going down. Yeah. If you noticed, his health was still going down even though I was on the ground, and that is as a result of my proc damage on here, not as of a result of elemental at all. Whoa! No, I don't think so, buddy. Yeah, whatever. Haha. So as you can see, the Decisive Judgment, I mean, the first time I played it a couple weeks ago, I really wasn't too thrilled with it, but that's not too bad. I'll make a couple changes. Expect these build videos to be out sometime shortly, and we'll work on those Ankros as well. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Hit that like button if you did. If you have any comments, leave some comments. Questions, anything below. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Thank you again for watching.